So in the one Friday game for Super Rugby round 16, the Highlanders have taken down the Hurricanes 30 points to 14. 4 tries to the Highlanders, to Lee, Aaron Smith, Lomax and Naholo. For the Hurricanes, it's Geordie Barrett and Tumunga Allen. It was an interesting one because the Hurricanes were just off the pace in a lot of areas, and the Highlanders looked pretty sharp. The first half was pretty low scoring. I think it was 8 points to 7 at half time. It quite easily could have gone in 7-3, but the first half went for about 44, almost 45 minutes, with a try there right at the end to the Highlanders, during which they had a yellow card. That was kind of crazy. Liam Squire did a kind of head-high shot on a falling low, or going in low, Julian Savia. He got yellow carded for that. And a kind of interesting moment there was, it looked like Julian Savia, as he got up from that ruck, just went in with a big punch. But fortunately for him, the cameras, at least the ones which resumed in on the action, all panned away just in time to miss whatever he was doing. They got it on the wide shot, but you couldn't really see if he hit anything. Interesting times. I guess non-All Black selection is bothering him, perhaps other things, but maybe just didn't like that shot on the head. Yeah, anyway, so the Highlanders had a yellow card. They won the yellow card 5-0 by scoring a try right at the end. Like I said, both sides, it was really tit for tat in the end of that first half. Both sides had a chance to win it, or to score, but it ended up being the Highlanders through Tavita Lee. So yeah, Ben Smith's head, I think you'd have to be worried about if you watch this game. He went up for a high ball and ended up not getting taken out, but he just ended up falling and whacking his head on the ground. So that looked, I don't know, pretty nerve-wracking for those of us who are All Blacks fans, to see him take a head shot like that, even if it was by the ground, rather than Liam Squire. So yeah, but he can see him get through it. Geordie Barrett went down for a while as well with what looked like some kind of leg injury, but he got back up and was running pretty quickly. So it looks like, for the most part, no huge impact for the All Blacks there, even though there were a couple of scares. I must say the match was pretty chirpy. Both sides were just at each other, you know, just with the mouth and with the patting on the head, which I can't stand, and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty tense in this game. Kane's lineout was pretty awful. I think, what was the percentage? 58% their lineout was operating at, and you're not going to win a lot of games against tough opposition with a lineout at 58%. It was poor. Possession and territory was 60+% to the Highlanders. It's not even a game they really play, although Aaron Major has said that he would like to kind of adjust the way that they're dealing with that. Like he doesn't like being at 30-something possession, 30-something% possession every week. But yeah, so the Canes were just under the pump. Run meters, possession, territory, their line-out, their scrum, everything was under a bit of pressure. Highlanders line-out and scrum was at 100%. More ball, better at the breakdown. It was just sharp. And that's the second week in a row that the Hurricanes have really just looked off the pace. Last week we can kind of, well, we gave it the excuse of the weather, that it was just too wet, and the Crusaders are better at that kind of game. Didn't give the Hurricanes a chance to get their back line moving. Indoor stadium, I don't know what the excuse is this week. Just not good enough. Highlanders too good. I said before this game, will it kind of show where the Highlanders are at? Are they still competitive with the top guns, or are they cut below? They're still there, at least when they're at home anyway. If somehow the Highlanders can manage to get a home playoff match, you would back them against virtually anyone at the moment. They're on such a good run at home, but yeah, away it's not quite the same. So we'll see what happens. It was definitely a good result for them. They didn't quite get a bonus point. They probably could have got one towards the end, but not to be. And likewise, the Hurricanes not good enough for a losing bonus point. So advantage Crusaders in the New Zealand Conference. We'll see what happens going forward with this game, because they've got a tough test against the Chiefs. We'll see if the Chiefs can kind of replicate this upset for the round. But yeah, let me know your guys' thought on the match, and yeah, I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.